Hey guys, Alex Sports Physio here. So I just got asked about ITB band and if it's sore, what can I do about it? It has been said a lot in the past that you can stretch out the ITB band. Now this is just not true. It's connective tissue. It runs down from the outside of your hip and attaches onto the outside of your leg. So it crosses from the hip joint, your tensor fasciae lata, which is the muscle, and then off that muscle comes the ITB band, and 70% of it inserts onto the outside of your leg bone, and only 30% of it attaches onto your kneecap roughly. So you can't really stretch it because it's such tough connective tissues. They've done studies and hung things off them, cadaveric studies, and anyway, they just don't stretch. So what we actually want to do is think of, well, why is it getting sore? At about 30 degrees of bending, and when your knee comes in, that's when you get the most compression, if there is any compression, of the ITB band. So thinking about when you're doing things like squats, do your knees come in? Or when you're running, do your knees come in? Is probably what's going to really lead to your ITB band getting sore the most. The other thing is, if you're getting lots of soreness over your ITB band when you run, it might be that you're a very heavy runner or a very heavy heel runner, and that you're getting lots of jarring forces back up into the leg that's causing you pain. But things you can do for it is certainly you can roll out your quads, certainly you can stretch out your hamstrings, and also certainly we can look at strengthening your glutes, as strengthening your hip is going to control what your knee is doing. So those have been my 3 suggestions, but certainly probably the best thing you can do short term, along with things like icing. So guys, besides looking at your knee angle when you're running or when you're squatting and making sure your knees aren't coming in, but you're holding a nice outward position when you squat, or just a nice straight forward position when you run, these are probably the most important things that you can do to make sure the ITB band will settle. But certainly some short-term stuff that's good is rolling out where the quad or thigh muscle attaches onto the ITB, and where the underneath hamstring attaches onto the ITB. I don't have a roller with me, but I'm just going to use a medicine ball as a bit of a pseudo roller. So hopping onto your hands, popping your leg up a little bit, and just sort of rolling back and forth, getting on that slight angle just to hit the side of where that ITB is. And similarly, getting on your back, popping up, doing your hamstrings. You can just do straight down the middle, slightly off to the side. I wouldn't actually worry with punishing yourself and getting the outside of your leg. It's quite sore, generally makes me want to cry when I do it. And it's really not giving you any benefit when you are doing it, because we can't actually stretch it out. From there, certainly getting your quads nice and loose. Start off with the bench. So we can just do, from here, we're going to tuck our pelvis underneath. So we're tucking, squeezing the bum, getting a nice quad stretch, a little bit of hip flexor as well. Lots of 20 to 40 seconds, but I'm a bit of a firm believer, and it's not how much you do in one session, it's probably how much you can do over the course of a week or 2. It's probably going to make the biggest change.
Now guys, let's be honest, rolling in our quads and hammies isn't going to be the only way you get reduced knee pain here. We need to look at, well, why you're getting this issue in the first place. For some people, it's mostly just a strength and control issue. So having good glutes, good quads, and good control during your aggravating activity, which is going to be squats in this example here, is going to help you have reduced knee pain. So let's get you started off with some banded squats, which is not only going to help work your quads and glutes, but really promote you to have the correct knee position by getting them pushing out to break the band, getting the knees over the toes. This is going to help to reduce that ITB soreness, as you're not letting your knees valgus or come in towards the midline, which is what is causing the pain in the first place. Once you get good at this exercise, keep decreasing the height that you're squatting to make the exercise harder. For the same reasons as the double leg squat, the single leg squat will make you work harder on the knee control and get you to develop more single-sided glute strength and quad strength. So it's covering all 3 factors that we want: glute strength, quad strength, and knee control. To keep making the exercise harder, keep decreasing the height to which you squat to promote more control of this movement. For the majority of knee conditions, although it's not the best exercise in this situation, the bridge is always a good choice. Helps to develop good glute strength, maintaining that nice wide knee position by using the band. We can always add weight to this exercise to make it extremely challenging and to continually develop good glute strength. Once our knee is settled to the point that we can actually do our aggravating task, which is squats, we want to do squats. So squat practice, thinking about knees out, glutes firing and staying controlled during the ascent and descent of the movement is going to help you to have reduced knee pain overall. Now guys, please don't jump back into the level of training you were at when you injured yourself originally. Please try to start back at a level which you can control and think about all these factors we've spoken about. Then progressively overload from there. Thanks for listening, guys.